Hey guys, Dmonty here with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. So in today's video, we'll have the double fan art, one up top, one at the side. So guys, thank you so much for sending your fan art into me. It greatly helps support my channel. If you guys have any of your own drawings, please send it on in and I'll make sure to show it for you. I was sick a little bit last week, so I didn't upload for a few days. I know I'm getting sick like crazy this year. But I'm a little bit behind on it. I'm doing my best to get caught up. So thank you so much for sending it, and I'll do my best, okay? Alright, so guys, in yesterday's video, I actually talked a little bit about extreme damage units because we're talking about units that need Dokkan awakenings. And the comments were overflooded with like, what's the difference between extreme and supreme and all this other stuff. And it's like, what a great video to do, to kind of do a little in-depth guide. And in this video, I want to basically go over every basically category of super damage modifiers and the percentages that it increases, and a little bit of, you know, it's a good indicator too of like what units need Elder Kais and orbs and all that good stuff. So if you guys are new to the game or you have questions about that, you can let me know in the comments. The community there is great. Most of the questions there actually get answered before I even try. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for like supporting each other, and let's do this thing. All right. So we're gonna stop from the bottom barrel. It's actually not the bottom barrel, but it's probably the most bottom barrel that you're going to use. And it's gonna be units with huge damage. This is still in the game. There's not a whole lot of them, but they still do exist. So a huge damage modifier. Huge damage, guys. I have my trusty laptop right here to help me look up things. Yeah, that's also a skin too. It's badass. I love it. To help me look up things while I am doing this. So if you see me looking away, that's exactly what I'm doing. Alright, so huge damage modifier. SA1, guys, a huge damage modifier is a 200% damage buff when using a super attack, okay? So when you look at this right here, his attack power is 6,000, okay? So basically you multiply that by 200%, and that's the damage that's basically going to be shooting out when doing a super attack, you know, and plus all the other buffs that are going to come with it, like leader skill and passives and all that good stuff. So that's why this is so important. So for huge damage modifier, SA1 is 200%. At SA10, guys, it jumps all the way up to 290%. Now, this is the lowest that you're probably going to see out of any units that you bring is 290% at SA10. I don't know anybody that still runs a unit that is huge damage. I brought a few just to show you. Gohan. However, most of the units that have had huge damage, they corrected it with a rebirth. So I wanted to like bring this guy as well. So for example, Xenotrunks right here does have huge damage, but after awakening, they did fix that. I think it's either extreme or supreme. I think it's actually supreme. And then Piccolo, same thing. I think they actually bumped him up to extreme, which is, we'll go over here in just a second. Yamcha, of course, Yamcha has it. And then I just wanted to kind of show you guys in a comparison how weak huge damage is. The Cell Jr. that you summon from the friend point summon is actually huge damage as well. So anything huge damage, guys, you do not want to put potential system in. You do not want to put Elder Kais in. It's not going to be doing any damage whatsoever. All right, so moving on to the next category, which after huge, guys, goes extreme. Brah. What? Brah. Okay, so extreme and mass. So a lot of people don't know what mass means, but they are the same damage modifier. Mass, extreme, okay? All right, so what mass is, there's only like a handful of units that have mass damage, and it's units that attack all enemies. Majin Vegeta is definitely one of them, causes mass damage. So mass damage, guys, / extreme, both of these have the same modifier. SA1 is 220%, and it caps out at 355%. So that's a huge jump from huge damage, which capped out at 290%. So it's a 65% jump in damage. Mass damage, Broly, we got Childman, yeah. Units that have mass damage, usually, unless you're needing them from the World Tournament, they're not really worth Elder Kais, except for, we're not even going to go into EZA, the Extreme Z Awakening, because that's going to change things in a little bit. But Majin Vegeta was the way to go back in the day. That's why mine is SA10. Actually, I'm sorry, mine is SA1. I was nuking at SA1. Holy crap. So anyways, mine is SA1, so forget what I just said. We got units like Broly. Broly's SA10, right? No, Broly's SA1 also. I suck. I'll have to fix that once the EZA comes out. That stinks. I didn't even realize that until just now. Ugh. All right. Anyways, and it is the same damage modifier as Extreme, guys. So Extreme Mass, member of the same. There aren't a whole lot of units in the game that deserve potential system that are extreme. I know a lot of people that are free to play, I've seen a lot of Rainbow Rage Trunks out there, but these are the guys that don't deserve your Elder Kais and super attacks. Granted, being a free to play, I mean, Elder Kais, you probably max out a super attack, you know, by farming them. At least I hope so. But orbs, don't do that. Don't do that on extreme damage. Save those for the Supreme, okay? And Supreme is going to be the next category, which we're going to talk about right now. He is decent rainbowed. I've seen him do some serious damage, but if you can save it for Supreme, definitely do so, okay? All right, so Supreme Damage. I described a handful of units that are Supreme Damage. Most of the SSRs that you summon today are Supreme Damage. Even the free ones they give you are Supreme Damage today. So there's no reason really to put like orbs into extreme damage. Like Supreme is better, like 100%, okay? All right, so Supreme Damage, SA1, 250%. SA10, guys, is 430%. So that jumps from 355 to 430. That is why Supreme is definitely better. Now, units that have a passive or a super attack where, you know, like it raises damage by a percentage. Those are the ones that you want with the potential system. So like Super Saiyan 4 Goku, 150% attack. That's the bad boys. That's the big stuff right there. Anything with percentage is going to be more worth the orbs than a flat damage buff or that doesn't have one at all. So Supreme Damage, just a few units to throw at. Just a few units to throw at you. Even the crappier ones, like this Golden Frieza not even awakened, he still has Supreme Damage. All the free units that they gave us like in the last like few months, all Supreme Damage. So Supreme Damage is definitely something that you're gonna see a lot. So most units in the game, SSRs and URs, have it. Okay. All right, so, but there is one, actually there's a lot more steps further beyond, but there is one step that is almost a guarantee worth your Elder Kais and orbs. You can't go wrong maxing out an immense damage unit. There are a couple of exceptions, of course, but most of my immense damage units are SA10. Kaioken Goku, immense damage. So, what is the difference between immense and Supreme? Immense starts at 280% at SA1, guys. So that's about just as strong as a SA. Yeah, that's just about as strong as an SA10 huge damage. So that is why immense damage is so much better, okay? Immense damage caps out at 505%. That is the damage difference from... it's insane. It's insane. 505% from, you know, like the 200 and the 200% we got from Huge. It's a big increase, and not to mention their attack stats are through the roof. So immense damage units are the ones that you want to put your orbs and potential system mostly into. There are some, you know, bad ones out there. For example, I'm going to just throw one, Cybermen. Cybermen is a immense damage unit, not worthy of Elder Kais, not worthy of potential system. Another one that is not a personal favorite, you know, Strength Cell. It just doesn't do it for me. So Strength Cell is another one of those. But most of them, guys, you can find on forums. You can ask in the comments too. Aren't worth Elder Kais. I'm sorry, are worth Elder Kais if they are immense damage. Okay. All right. So we had 505% capped out for immense damage. Let's move on to the last category here, which only goes to LR. Okay. So LRs have two categories: Colossal and Mega Colossal. You'll only see this in LRs. So Colossal at SA20, guys, because remember we have additional like 10 SA here, caps out at 425%, which is weaker. It's actually weaker than immense damage, which is kind of crazy, right? But their attack stat is so high that you're going to see bigger numbers with Colossal damage from LRs than you will with immense. Okay, so the Mega Colossal is the strongest in the game. That caps out at 570%. Up from immense damage, which is 505%. So 570% is the strongest you can get on an SA multiplier from a LR. All right, and why is this so important? Like, what's the deal with this? So when looking at units like Majin Vegeta, for example, I see this mistake a lot. So people will go for the 24 key super, which is basically, you know, the attack all, and they don't realize that it actually does less damage than the 12 to 18 key super. So look at his details here. You look at causes Mega Colossal damage from 12 to 18 key. Mega Colossal, that's the bad boy right there. That's the one you want, Mega Colossal. You look over here from Final Explosion, causes colossal damage to all enemies. So it's weaker, but it hits all enemies right there, okay? Most of the LRs are going to be the opposite of that. Like the more key you get, it's going to be Mega Colossal. Let's pop out Vegito Blue here. Details. We got causes colossal damage to enemy for the 12 to 18, and then you got Mega Colossal from the 18 to 24. Okay, so I know that was a lot of numbers thrown at you guys, but I wanted to basically break that down for you and just kind of show the damage difference. Like, it's huge. You go from starting at huge to 200% all the way to Mega Colossal Damage SA20 at 570% with these huge damage buffs. That is why you don't use huge units. That's huge units. That's why you don't use extreme units. That's why you try to keep your team full of Supreme and Immense, and then Mega Colossal and Colossal Damage, okay? Alright. There are two other categories that you just don't see anymore. They don't even make cards like this anymore. There are two other categories that I wanted to just hit really quick and just like recap. So there's also one called low damage. Low damage is even weaker than huge damage, but it does exist. So I just wanted to throw that in there for this video. General Blue, because he's low damage, he still has a use though. This man stuns like crazy. Like I think it's like something like 70%. So General Blue has his uses even though he's low damage. That's probably why they gave it to him. And there's one other one. Murasaki has it. It just says causes damage. Causes damage to enemy and still super attack. So it goes low damage. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Low damage, huge, extreme, supreme, immense. Alright, then you got the LRs that are the Mega Colossal and the Colossal. Woo! Yeah, I know that was a lot, guys. I know that was a lot. Let me know in the comments if I screwed anything up, which I probably did. And I hope this helps you kind of understand the units that you should put Elder Kais into, what units are going to be hitting harder because they have the right damage modifier. Anything Supreme and Immense on your team is going to be optimal. If you have LRs, it will be the Colossal, Mega Colossal, okay? Thank you so much for watching the video. Like goal for this video is 843. If you guys smash that like button for me on the way out, I'd greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.